Hey, welcome to the Joshua Zitting 8-week shred stretch routine. I'm going to walk you guys through a total body stretch routine that is going to help you guys prevent injury. It's going to increase blood flow, but more importantly, it's going to help you guys with your flexibility, and it's a great way to cool down from every single one of your workouts. So realize that stretching is super important to any type of exercise routine. And so we're going to jump right into this, and I'm going to take you guys through this full stretch routine. So first we're going to start with a kneeling quad stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a knee, and I'm going to show you guys this from the side angle. You're going to reach back and you're going to grab this leg using this front leg for balance, and you want to pull that leg into you. So you can get a nice quad stretch there. Now the key to this stretch is squeezing your glute as you're in the stretch. It's going to give you a little bit more stretch on that quadricep, and it's going to give you a really nice stretch this way. What you want to do with stretching, you guys, is you want to hold each stretch for about 30 seconds. That's going to allow your body to fully relax and lengthen that muscle. So just realizing that every single stretch that you go through, and you want to switch sides on this too, so we're going to the other side, same thing. Other foot forward, reach back, pull that leg up. The more you can pull that leg, the better. It's going to give you a little bit more of a stretch, but again, really flexing that glute while you're going through the exercise is going to actually put a little bit more stretch onto that quadricep. A lot of people forget to stretch their quads. A lot of people you see in the gym, they do a lot of hamstring stretches, but your quadriceps and your IT bands, typically in most clients, are what becomes most tight. So from there, we're going to go into a side laying active lower back stretch. So basically with this, what you want to do is get down on your side. You're going to put your feet on top of one another, and you're going to bend them back. And then from there, you want to put your hand on the floor. Take your other hand and place it right on top of that hand. And then from there, you're going to open all the way up and all the way closed. All the way up, all the way closed. So this is what we call an active lower back stretch. It's actually taking you through a movement that is going to activate and stretch that lower back without putting too much strain on it. And again, you want to do this for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to switch sides. Same thing on the other side. We're just rolling over, opposite hand on the ground, feet back behind you. Take your other hand, place it on top of the other hand, and then we're going to open up. Open up. Again, all of these, like I said, it's a really nice cool down to your workout. It's going to actually give you a nice stretch. It gives you a proper cool down to where your body doesn't go into shock from, having a really intense workout and then all of a sudden just stopping. This actually will help you kind of cool your body down in a proper fashion. All right, from there, we're going into a runner stretch and hip flexor stretch. So let me turn this sideways for you guys a little bit. All right, so we're taking a knee, and from there, you want to completely straighten that back leg, right? You're going to actually get a nice stretch here in your hip flexor. You want to drive that heel down, keep that back of that leg nice and straight, and then we're going to bring that knee down, rest for a second, and then we're going back up. Pressing that heel back down, straighten that leg out, really get that nice stretch, squeeze that glute, and back down. You're going to feel this nice and stretched through your quadricep here. And also make sure you're sitting nice and tall as you're going through it. You want to sit tall because you're stretching all the way through this right side of your body. Again, take that knee, get that nice hip flexor stretch, sit nice and tall, back up. Let's go one more time. Take that knee nice and tall. Back up. Good. We're gonna switch sides. Step that other leg back. Let's start by taking a knee. Sit nice and tall. Get that nice hip flexor stretch on that other side. Now drive that heel. Straighten that leg out. Sit nice and tall. Go ahead and place that knee back down. Back up. Now this is active stretching, you guys, so like I said, you're gonna get a little bit, you're still burning calories here because you're still kind of working, but you're also building your flexibility and working on your flexibility training as well, which is hugely important. A lot of times, muscle imbalances come not only from lifting improperly, but not having proper flexibility to where your muscles can work cohesively. Go ahead and take a knee. Good, come back up. Now we're gonna take a seat. All right. Now, straighten your left leg. You're gonna take your right foot and you're gonna cross it over your left knee, and then you're gonna pull that leg right into you. You should feel a really nice glute stretch here. You can pull, if you need to grab your ankle and pull this way, you can do that too. Whatever's easiest for you. I like to just give myself a little hug. You know, if you need to, you can rock back a little bit, but really get that nice stretch into your glute, into your piriformis. If you can, take this foot, you can even set it on the ground and give yourself a different little directional pull that way too. So, and again, you want to hold these for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to switch sides. So straighten that right leg, left foot over the right knee. And realize too, you guys, that most people have one side that's not as flexible. So there's nothing wrong with that. But again, it's something that you can work on, especially doing these stretches. If there's a side that's a little bit more difficult, you know, maybe hang out on that side a little bit longer. Take an extra 10-15 seconds. Really let that muscle relax. All right, from there we're going feet flat. You're gonna take your right foot, cross it over your left knee, and what you wanna do is bring this leg nice and close to you. You can use your hands here for support. And what you wanna do is with this knee that's over your leg, you want to really open up that hip. So you want to push this leg down, allow that hip to open up. This is really going to stretch your piriformis muscles. It's going to give you a nice hip stretch. It's just a great overall stretch for your body. If you have the ability to, you can take your hand and push down as well. The alteration to this is you can actually lie down on your back and reach through and pull on your leg. But for most people, this stretch, just driving your knee a little bit, it's gonna be plenty to open that hip up. And again, hold it for about 30 seconds before you move on to the next exercise. So from there, back to feet flat, other leg, cross it over. Now for me, this side is a lot less flexible. So my whole left side of my body is a little less flexible than my right. It's just the way it is. So again, on this side, I typically would hold it for an extra 10-15 seconds because I'm really trying to work on my flexibility on the left side of my body. So, and again, just remember to take that knee and really try to open that hip up. If you bring your foot closer to you, it's gonna make this exercise more difficult. If it's too difficult having it close, go ahead and step it out a little bit and give yourself a little bit more room to play with. All right, from there, we're going into a pike calf stretch. So what you wanna do is you're basically going into a yoga position, and I want you to drive both heels towards the ground. So the key is you wanna take your head and you wanna make sure your ears are nice and tucked, and then drive these heels down to the ground and hold them. You're gonna get a stretch in both legs. And then from there, I want you to bend one knee and really drive that other heel to the ground. Get that nice stretch, make sure your legs are nice and flat. You don't want bends in your knees. You want to try to keep those legs as flat as possible. And then you're going to switch sides. Again, bend that other knee, drive that other heel, hold it to the ground. Keep that leg nice and flat. And then we're going to go back to middle, both feet. Good. All right, go ahead and stand it up. We're gonna go feet together. And from there, we're gonna go hamstring stretch right down the middle. Just hang out. Now with this, if you want, guys, if you're flexible enough, go ahead and grab those toes. If you're not, if you're working on your flexibility, don't be afraid to grab on the back of your legs, the back of your calves, and give yourself a little extra pull. Remember, with stretching, you want to push yourself past limits and hold it there for a little bit. It doesn't need to be completely painful, but you do want to have some tension and uncomfort, because that's how you're going to work on your flexibility. You want to make it a little bit uncomfortable, so don't be afraid to pull in and get a little extra stretch in there. And then hold it. Awesome. From there, we're going to step it out. We're going legs wide. We're going to go back down the middle. So go ahead in the middle. Still right here, we're doing a hamstring stretch. You don't want these knees bent, you want them locked. Try to keep your back nice and flat. So the more that you can keep a flat angle on your back, the more stretch you're actually going to get in your hamstring. So you're stretching that out. And then from there, you're gonna bend your left knee, keep this right leg completely straight, and right here you're gonna stretch on the inside of your leg. This is kind of like the superhero stretch. It reminds me of Spider-Man. So you should feel that on your inner thigh right here, all the way down to your knee. As long as you're keeping this leg straight, getting that nice stretch, you can sit nice and low. Now from there, we're gonna roll it over, other side. Same thing, keep this leg nice and straight. Sit right down into it. All right, now let's hit the little guys. Okay, the rotator cuffs. Rotator cuffs, a lot of people don't stretch, but if you're doing a lot of pressing movements, a lot of chest presses, a lot of shoulder exercises, your rotator cuffs are really important to take care of, you guys. So this one's kind of really fun and easy to do, but what you're gonna do is take both your hands, you're gonna place them right behind your back just slightly to where you still have motion. You wanna give yourself a couple of little chicken wings here. Now from there, what you wanna do, you can even slide your hands closer to your stomach, but you wanna bring your knees and your elbows right on the inside of your knees. And from there, you're gonna slightly pull inward. Now, again, these are really small muscles, so don't overdo this, but get it to a point of where you feel tension and just hold it. You're gonna sit there and hang out for a little bit. This is a great rotator cuff exercise. This will really help you over time to where you don't injure your rotator cuffs from doing too many repetitive movements like pressing movements. So again, don't forget about the small little muscles. They're just as important, and stretching them is just as important. So definitely make sure that you're taking care of them. From there, if you need to, relax a little bit and then get a little bit more of a stretch in. Again, 30 to 45 seconds is about suffice. So the next one is we're gonna do a little chest opener. So take both hands, we're gonna clasp them together behind your back, and from there, you're gonna bring those shoulders back, really open up that chest, and just hold. You're basically taking your hands while they're clasped and driving them towards your heels. Really stretching that shoulder, really stretching that chest out, taking care of all that good stuff. Holding there, hold it for about 30 seconds. Good, and relax. All right, we're gonna hit our triceps. So, right hand over your head, we're gonna actually pull that elbow down and just pull on that tricep. This is a great tricep exercise to get a little bit more extra bend. You can turn to one side, really stretching the outside of that arm all the way actually into your lats as well. It's just an awesome exercise. And again, 30 to 45 seconds. You're just holding that, you're still breathing. As you guys can see, this is still a workout, you know, you're still burning calories, but you're cooling down from your super intense workout. So it's a great way to cool down, and it's really, really good for your muscles. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Other arm, pull it in. Once you get nice and comfortable there, let's bend it, stretch. And again, stretching typically comes towards the end of the workout, but don't skip it, you guys. This is so important for all of your muscles to work in sync and to where your body is balanced. Stretching, flexibility training is just as important as the workout. So it's kind of like flossing your teeth, right? You should brush your teeth and floss your teeth. But if you leave out one of them, your mouth isn't gonna have complete care. Your workouts are the same way. Stretching is just as important of the exercise. So this last stretch that we're gonna do, you guys, I want you to take your right hand and grab your left wrist. And from there, you're gonna give yourself a little chicken wing. And then you wanna lean your head towards that chicken wing. All right, you should feel this nice stretch in your neck. And from there, you're gonna go ahead and look up. And then you're gonna roll and look down. And then right back to center. Again, really getting that nice stretch in your neck. Good. Now, all we're doing is we're switching sides. Grab that other hand, other arm. And then lean your head in towards the chicken wing. And then from there, you're gonna look up. Look down. Back to middle. And relax. Awesome, you guys. So that's it. That's the 8-week shred stretching routine. This is Joshua Zitting. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.